by far the single biggest question I get asked about building a business on Amazon is, what the hell should you sell? So in this video, I'm going to show you a really simple way to come up with product ideas for you to sell on Amazon, whether that's here in Australia or indeed right around the world. Now, if you like this kind of content where I'm helping you build your own money-making business on Amazon, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel, because we post content just like this each and every day. If you've got any questions, comments or feedback, comment below and I'll answer them for you too. All right, let's get into it. How the hell do you find hot product ideas for Amazon? So I thought I'd show you two very simple ways to come up with ideas, okay, and then to actually go ahead and go through them. I've got some peeps at the minute who are going through my product picking mastery program, and so it's been at the forefront of my mind as I'm teaching people everything I know about picking products to sell on Amazon. It's been at the forefront of my mind, and so I thought it'd be kind of cool to kind of get some ideas in. So with that little preamble being said, here we go. Let me get this out of the way. Dead easy. So my whole thing is the tools that we use, like Jungle Scout, Helium 10, Merchant Words, that kind of thing, you do not want to use them for product ideas. That's a utter unmitigated disaster in my very humble opinion, because there's millions of other people doing exactly the same thing, and the single most important thing to do in business is to get an advantage, get some kind of advantage. Okay, without that, you're like, what's the reason you're there? What's your purpose? Why should somebody come and give you money instead of somebody else? And the truth is, now there are on Amazon no categories left where there are where people aren't selling. There's no categories left like that. All categories are quote unquote saturated. Think about that. All categories are kind of saturated now. So if you go into those markets trying to sell the same thing that everybody else is selling, it's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. You'll need what you will need to do is have a huge budget so that you can rank on the product pages in the top. But if you don't have that, and let's be honest, who does? Then you need an advantage. Okay, so these are all ideas about getting an advantage, and one of the simplest advantages you can get on Amazon is to sell something just different enough that it appeals to a market segment that's underserved so far. And I'll give you an example of that. Toothpaste. So toothpaste, if you were launching a toothpaste onto the market now, well, think about all the different kinds of toothpaste there are. Top level category toothpastes. There's fluoride free, there's organic, there's teeth whitening, there is toothpaste for kids, toothpaste for dogs, toothpaste for cats, like all those different subcategories underneath it. And so our job is to find an underserved market within a top level category. Okay, too many people selling toothpaste, hardly anybody selling bacon flavored toothpaste. Okay, that give an idea. Maybe that's not such a good idea, but you get what I mean. All right, so with that being said, trends on Pinterest. That is a perfect part. That popped into my head. I'm like, wait a minute, bacon flavored toothpaste. Maybe that would work. All right, so trends on Pinterest is very good. Kathy Lloyd, who's another one of the AOE coaches, I think that she really uncovered this and really brought it to everybody's attention as a great resource. And she has helped, I know she's helped heaps and heaps of you guys come up with awesome products through product discovery sessions. So this is not necessarily my idea. I'm just giving you a different way of thinking about using this, okay? All right. So it's at trends.pinterest.com and you can use this in the UK and Canada, and everybody of course is going to use this in the USA. And so the first thing you want to do is switch it into another marketplace and look at what's happening in other marketplaces. That's good advice for most things, yeah. But just seeing what's happening in one marketplace and seeing if that's an opportunity in another marketplace has been something I've done time and time and time again, with a lot of success. Anyway, so nails are clearly big right now. My oldest daughter Isabella, she just got her nails done over the weekend. That's a really, really big thing right now on Pinterest, and so from that I'm going to start exploring different kinds of nails, what's going out there. Loft apartments, well, move towards getting apartments going and people moving into apartments. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what's going on in Canada. Zucchini ear piercings, so that would be something I'd go look at for children. Curtain bangs, no, unless I was interested in selling something that enabled those kind of things. Well, that's kind of cool. Not too much there. So now let's try our other platform, which is at Pinterest Predicts, which is at business.pinterest.com/content/Pinterest Predicts. Okay. So I'm going to put the link in the chat for you. And all you're here for is to come up with ideas. Okay. Now what you're not ever going to get. So you have to kind of monitor your own expectations. You're never ever going to get, hey, sell that specific product. You're never ever going to get that from anything. Okay. What you'll get is go down this rabbit hole, see where it takes you. That's what you'll end up getting, and that's really much more powerful, because if you got sell this exact thing, then everybody gets access to that exact thing, versus go down this rabbit hole, nails, gel nails, acrylics, whatever it may be, then it gives you the opportunity to come up with something creative. So you're just looking for ideas to start. So here we go. Let's go in. What should we look at? Home. Let's go home. Just because I've been doing home related things. LED lights. What our data says. Let's just have a quick look. So here we are. Let's go to merchant words. Oh, this is another one I use as well. We'll come back to that one then. And we'll come back to that one. So I'm going to go research LED lights in just a second, but I also use on merchant words, and I look at this all the time, emerging trends. So that's at the top here, ET, emerging trends. I use this heaps. I was actually just on it earlier, as you can see, looking at things related to pet supplies, which is one of the niches that I'm looking at going into, just seeing what's going on there, getting some ideas, okay? So LED lights is one potential I would go down and go and have a look at what's going on down there, see what's going on. So let's just go into here and let's just go back up to our main search, classic search. Here we go. So I think that was for teenagers, wasn't it? That looked like it was kind of at that kind of point. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, doesn't really matter. It's just I'm just going to follow it down the rabbit hole and see where it takes me. Okay, that's all I'm looking to do. Just kind of go down where it takes me. LED lights for teenagers? Nah, that's crap. 200 searches in the USA. That's no good. What about if I just use LED lights and see where that takes me? And this is exactly all I do, okay? I just go, what does happen if I do that? Where does that take me? Follow the trend down. So LED lights, well, that's 3 million searches, so that's quite a lot. LED strip lights, that's probably not the kind of strip that I was thinking of then. RGB strip lights, well, again, LED light bulbs, maybe, maybe not. String lights, what the hell's an LED string light? Let's just have a look on Amazon what the hell that is. Again, I'm just going down the rabbit hole, seeing where it will take me. Well, I like products like this, which are a subjective thing, where somebody is probably looking for a particular kind of strip light, because there's a big difference between a strip light like that and a strip light like that. Huge difference between those two things. So I'd probably explore that a little bit more. So let's just go classic search on that and see what happens. And then we'll go down one last little rabbit hole. LED lights for outdoors, Crystal says. So what have we got here? In Brighton Cafe, 48. Who would have thought there's 44,000 searches for that? That's just insanity. That's a shitload of search. I mean, for what even is that? And again, like, I've got no idea what these things are. I'm just going to follow it down until I look at something and go, that's interesting. What's interesting here is, for me, that's got 2,300 reviews. That's got 641 reviews, 231 reviews, 0 reviews. 0 reviews. So that's kind of interesting. How did they get there? How did those get there? That's interesting, don't you reckon? What is going on in this niche that you can rank on page 1 without any reviews? How's that possible? Potentially new launches. I mean, you do get a 2-week period for sure. But maybe not. Maybe they're just making sales and nobody's leaving them reviews. Well, that's interesting. If you can make sales without getting reviews, that's kind of interesting. Even just that piece of information, I find that kind of like pretty cool. But there seems to be a lot of them. Yeah? 31 reviews, 24 reviews, and the price point as well. Look at the price differences. So you've got, let's just go on the organic results. So $140, half the price, 2/3 of the price, more expensive. So there's a massive spread in prices as well. What's that? $80 spread between that and that for what looks like it's kind of the same thing. So again, that's an interesting idea. You know, like, what is the things that enable that to happen? That's what I want to go down. So you don't follow a niche anymore. You just, what is trending now? Well, you know, I go down the niche. I go and have a look at it. There's lots and lots of different ways, you should know, to come up with ideas for products. Like, there's heaps of them, yeah? There's heaps of different ways. So I've just shown you one, but there's heaps more, okay? There's heaps more. So don't think of it in terms of one right or wrong way to do things. That just doesn't exist, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on how you think about it. Because if it did exist, and everybody just did it the same way, then where's your advantage? Where's the advantage in that? There is no advantage. Everybody's at the same thing. And the last thing you want is a level playing field. You don't want that at all. You want an advantage. You want some way of kicking everybody else's ass. Because Amazon's a zero-sum game, yeah? You either make the sale or somebody else makes a sale. It's a zero-sum game. Hello there, this is Neil-Asher from the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, and that was a video from my regular Monday night Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We've got 2,500 members and growing right here in Australia. We're actually the fastest growing e-commerce community here in Australia with sales of over $50 million. If you'd like to find out more, get yourself off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. See you next time. Bye.